The fire is not hidden. It is not something you earn or chase. You are already surrounded by it. It is in the difficulty you avoid, it is in the moments you shrink, in the things you call too hard, in the truths you refuse to face. You cannot find it by seeking comfort, by planning, by hoping. You find it by standing in what terrifies you, by stepping into the place where most people run away. The fire does not come to the timid, it comes to those who do not flinch. The moment you sit with your weakness, your fear, your inadequacy, and do not look away, that is a fire. Solve the unsolvable, speak the unspeakable, do what you thought you could not. That is where the fire lives. Most people think they need motivation, inspiration. That is a lie. Motivation is the pale shadow of fire. Fire is in the doing, in the enduring, in the naked confrontation with reality. It is in discomfort, it is in struggle, it is in pain. Stop asking how, stop thinking, be there, be uncomfortable, be raw. The fire will find you when you stop hiding from it. Listen carefully. The fire is not found. You do not seek it. You cannot bargain with it. The fire is in what terrifies you. The fire is in what everyone else is running away from. The fire is where your courage, your weakness, your fear, your inadequacy all meet at once, and you do not flinch. There is no preparation, there is no plan. Those are illusions of safety. The moment you step fully into the unbearable, the impossible, the place that demands everything, you are in the fire. Everything else, skill, knowledge, results, they follow. Not before, not outside, only in the fire. Most people live their lives avoiding the fire. They chase comfort, they chase approval, they chase opportunities that are safe, small, and neat. That is death disguised as life. You want opportunity that demands everything that nobody is thinking about? Good. But hear this. Do not wait to be ready. Do not wait to have skills. Do not calculate the risk. The fire does not negotiate. You either step in fully or you step aside and live in shadows. Once you step in, you will be burned. Yes, you will be stripped, exposed, vulnerable. That is the point. That is where life begins. That is where everything else, the knowledge, the clarity, the mastery emerges. If you hesitate, even a fraction the fire passes. It is gone. It waits for no one. You will never get that same crucible again. So stop thinking, stop negotiating, step into the unbearable, stand there, burn there. That is where the fire lives. The fire is not something you can see. It does not announce itself with signs or lights. It is invisible because it lives in the intensity of what you fear, what you avoid, what is too hard for everyone else. You cannot see where to step because the fire does not exist in the comfortable world. It exists in the place that cannot be named, that cannot be mapped, that everyone else turns away from. That is why it is invisible. That is why it is rare. Step in where it is unbearable. Step in where failure, fear, exposure, and inadequacy meet. Step in where everyone else shrinks. That is the place. You do not wait. You do not calculate. You do not look for clarity. You move toward the discomfort that your mind screams at you to avoid. The fire asks only one thing. Are you willing to stand in the unbearable without retreat, without excuses, without hesitation? That is all you need to know. The rest, the path, the skills, the outcome emerges only after you are standing in it. The fire is invisible because it is not a thing, it is the experience of your own limits being tested over and over until they break and you rise beyond them. The fire lives in the uncomfortable, the unbearable, the place you instinctively avoid. It is not in comfort, not in safety, not in what is easy or predictable. Notice carefully. It is not just doing hard things. The fire is in the intensity of discomfort, in the space where your fear, weakness, inadequacy, and resistance all converge, and you refuse to look away. That is where the invisible, unnegotiable fire waits. The world gives you comfort, it gives you ease. Fire is where the world has nothing to offer you. Step there fully, stand there, burn there. Only then does the fire reveal itself.